Can we count down?
Yeah, I'll give you a countdown. Okay. So, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, welcome back to HHS Podcast. I am Cole Bunch, and today we are here with Coach Wiggins, and we're going to ask him a few questions. So, what do you coach on the football team?
So on the football team, I'm the offensive coordinator.
Is that a tough job? Is there, or?
Now, there's a lot of levels to it. Designing plays, trying to figure out how to get the ball to your best player, score points.
How did you get into coaching? Was there someone that inspired you, or?
Okay, so when I got into coaching, I actually went to college I didn't know what I wanted to be. So what I was doing is I was going home on during the summertime, and I was coaching Little League baseball teams. And that just kind of, built up a passion in me. And finally made that switch to coaching. Actually volunteered at my old junior high and way back in 1995, coaching football. I actually got into coach basketball, which most people don't know about. But really enjoyed football, loved the excitement, loved the fact that every game, you get one game a week, and there's a lot of pressure and there's a lot of focus on that one game, as opposed to basketball and baseball where you're going to have at least 2 games a week, maybe more. So I just love the pace of it. Started doing that in Fort Smith, and volunteered at Farmington, finally got a job at Siloam Springs, and then I've been here the last 18 years.
I do enjoy football too. I mean, I like the way it just goes, because playing for a while, the week-by-week process just really, it added something to the Friday night, It just really added something to, hey, it's game day, get ready, it's time.
Well, the beauty of football is every Friday night in the fall, every single town in the state of Arkansas either is hosting a game or their team's going somewhere to play a game. And, especially during small towns, small town communities usually have a lot of strong connection to the high school football team.
Really gets just the whole town excited and pumped up and ready.
Yeah, that's the hope, yes.
What's your favorite part about coaching?
Favorite part about coaching would be the relationships between myself and the players. There's nothing more rewarding in coaching than to bump into somebody that you coached, 5-10 years later down the road, and having them bring up some story that they remember of me that, gosh, I may have forgotten it or not really remembered it that way. And it's funny. There's the people that you think you don't have an influence over, but then you find out, 5-10 years later, when they've got a family of their own and a career of their own, that there was, something that you said at some point or something that you did that, really stuck with them, that they've remembered the rest of their life.
I really like that fact, and it's just kind of fun to just reminisce sometimes about the good old days of football when you were like 7th grade year, or that one year where you did something real good one year. I like that.
Yeah. Of course, the older I get, the years start running together. So, gosh, I can remember stuff that happened when I was a kid, but I can't remember, a game from, 3 years ago.
What's your plan, or what do you do on a Friday night to get yourself ready?
Okay, so really preparation for a game begins long before Friday night. I think that's a lot of things that most people don't understand just exactly how much time we put into a week-to-week game plan. So preparation for a week's opponent is going to start on Sunday afternoon. We'll meet together as a staff. We will have broken down film. I'll start breaking down film typically on a Saturday after I've put Friday night's game to bed, with stats and tag and huddle with plays, going back through evaluating the performance. Then start on that next week's opponent on Sunday, or actually Saturday afternoon. But then Sunday we'll meet together about 1 o'clock, and we go over the game plan. Like I said before, it's how do you get the ball in your best player's hands? How are you going to move the ball up and down the field, be effective, keep the chains moving? And then just throughout the week, Monday's a big install day, so we'll come in and we'll put the game plan in. We'll watch film from the previous Friday night. We'll get everything fixed that needs to be fixed. Tuesday and Wednesday are big, practice days, just as many reps as you can get. Thursday's a walkthrough. And then, go to bed, wake up, and it's time to play a game on Friday.
A lot of effort and hard work and dedication that goes into getting ready.
Yes, a lot of stress.
How do you overcome the distractions of a game like homecoming with everything going on?
Okay, so homecoming is unique. I heard a coach say this years ago that, and it's true, and the same holds true for Colors Night with basketball. Homecoming and Colors Night don't happen unless there's a game being played. And so the focus of homecoming, even though homecoming is important, especially in a small community, it's the football game that's the most important, that's the pinnacle of the week. And, we certainly don't want our football players to not also, enjoy the same thing that all their other classmates are enjoying, because they are student athletes. So, we want them to, compete in all the little competitions that we have here throughout the week. We want them to be kids, but at the same time, when it's time to practice and definitely when it's time to suit up and play that game, the focus needs to be solely on beating whoever's across from us.
I really like the build up too, because you get all the playing out of the way, and then it's time to get ready and get into the work. And
Absolutely.
that's what I love about homecoming. It's just it changes so quickly. You go from goofing around to time to get serious. It's such a
Yes.
well. Thank you for your time, and thanks for coming out and talking to us today.
No problem. I've enjoyed it.